Your Honor, at this time, the state calls Peter Hershey to the stand.
Peter Hershey,
Hershey.
like the candy bar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Before you have a seat, if you would please raise your right hand and take the oath.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please have a seat.
May I inquire?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, at this time, before we begin, I'd like to tender States 1.19. These are the business records from J.C. Lewis Ford that the state served prior notice of.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, they are admitted.
Thank you. Sir, can you please state and spell your full name for the court reporter and just stay close to the microphone so we can all hear you?
Peter Hershey, Hershey.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What do you do for a living?
For right now, I'm retired, but I worked for J.C. Lewis Ford.
Okay. What did you do at J.C. Lewis Ford?
I was in sales,
And how long were you in sales?
40 years in the car business,
Okay. And how long with J.C. Lewis Ford?
30.
Okay. And which location were you assigned to in that 30-year period?
The Savannah location.
Okay. And while at the Savannah location, did you sell cars?
I did.
Okay. And were you employed there as of July of 2022?
I was.
In anticipation of your testimony here today, I'm going to present you with States 1.19, if I may. Can you just look through that for a moment? Do you recognize those types of documents?
These would be customary documents that would be signed during the course of normal car purchase, yes.
Okay. And does that specific set of documents include the sale of a 2022 Ford Explorer?
It does.
Is that a car you sold?
Possibly. I've sold 600 cars since then, so I
Okay. May
don't
I-
remember specific, but
Approximately how many cars a year did you used to sell?
300.
Okay. So it would be fair to say you may not remember every single person that you sold a car to?
That would be very likely, yes.
Okay. When a car is sold, do you prepare documentation concerning the sale?
My side, in the sales side, it's very limited. We do a credit application, we capture driver's licenses, insurance cards, and that kind of thing to substantiate. Then it gets turned over to a business manager who actually contracts and does the documentation.
Okay. So with respect to this 1.19, I'm referring to page number 1 after the certification. I'm going to publish this if that's okay, Nora?
You may.
Does it indicate in the sales contract who the purchaser of the vehicle was?
Nicholas James Kassotis,
Okay,
or Kassotis, rather.
okay. And you indicated that you would secure a driver's license, correct, from an
Correct.
individual purchasing.
Correct.
I'm now going to show you the last page of Exhibit 1.19. Madam Clerk.
It's on our screen. This one's having a delay.
Okay. Is this a driver's license that was secured in connection with that sale?
I would say so, yes.
And is that also for Mr. Nicholas James Kassotis?
It is.
And the address that's listed there, how would that address be? Would that be from the driver's license itself?
Correct.
I'm going back to that first page of the sales contract. Would that also list the price of the vehicle?
It will, yes.
And will it also list how it was paid for?
It will.
So down here on the lower right corner of that document, I'm referring to, forgive me while I try to manipulate that.
No worries.
Does it indicate how much the total was?
After taxes, tag, and looks like a what I call a back-end product, which is your 3-for-1, looks like $44,853 and 74 cents.
Okay, so just shy of $45,000?
Correct.
And what is a 3-for-1?
3-for-1 would be like paintless dent removal, chips in the windshield, and tire and wheel. Basically covers your tire against road hazard.
So some type of insurance that you could purchase at the time of the car?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Mr. Kassotis purchased that coverage as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And can you tell the jury what a vehicle identification number is?
Oh, yeah. You need it broken down by digit or just the whole thing?
Just generally?
Okay, so one indicates, the first digit always indicates the country of manufacture. The second digit always indicates the manufacturer. Then the third, fourth, and fifth, the third and fourth digit indicate plant, I think. Then you go to the model, which is the next three digits, and then the engine, and you get to the year, which is, I believe, an N for 22.
Okay. And so would it be fair to say that each vehicle has its own vehicle identification number?
It would be absolutely impossible for two vehicles to get the same VIN number.
Okay. So every vehicle has a unique VIN number?
Correct.
And you said VIN, is that the abbreviation for vehicle
Vehicle
identification?
identification number, yes.
Okay. And with respect to the vehicle purchasing process, what type of a car was this that was sold?
It was a Ford Explorer,
Okay. And that was what year?
22.
Okay. Do you know if Ford Explorers in 2022 had the ability to have Bluetooth or telematic connection?
They did.
Can you tell the jury what the difference is between telematics and GPS?
No, I cannot.
Okay. Well, let me be more clear then. Does the car have the ability to connect to a phone?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And in doing that, does that require some equipment inside of the car?
Yes, there is a modem inside the car.
Okay. And do you know, if you know, who Ford uses as their cellular provider for that modem?
That would be AT&T.
Okay. Did this car have an AT&T modem for that 2022 Ford?
I would say it would be very likely that it would, yes.
Okay. And would that be able to be tracked based on the vehicle identification number? Meaning AT&T records?
It should be, but that would more come off the phone rather than the car.
Okay. And with respect to this vehicle, there was that vehicle identification number associated that you just referred to.
Correct.
And Is that listed here on that contract right there on the top left side under?
It is under serial number.
Okay, and that is a number. Can you tell us what that number is for the record?
Read it off.
Yes, please, sir.
1, F is in Foxtrot, M is in Mike, S is in Sierra, K is in Kilo, 7, D for Delta, H for Hotel, 7, N for Nancy, G for Golf, B for Bravo, 37068.
Thank you. And with respect to this vehicle, do you see the portion where it says here at the bottom, amount financed?
I do.
And what amount was financed?
None.
So how was this car paid for?
Cash or check.
So that would be the full $44,853.74?
Correct. Now, there is a section on that buyer's order that'll show a lien holder, if there is one.
Okay. And with respect to this vehicle, are there oftentimes recalls with respect to vehicles?
Yes.
There can be, right?
Most undoubtedly are.
Okay. And would that be something that is preserved in the business records as well by J.C. Lewis Ford?
That would be a federal document.
Okay. And I'm going to ask...
We pull a recall. We used to customarily pull a recall notice because it is against Ford policy to sell a vehicle with an open recall.
Right, for safety's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
That is a yes. I'm
Sorry, just the reporter needs to get that.
My apology.
Not a problem. I'm now showing you the third page of that exhibit. And that recall for that vehicle, can you tell us what it was?
It was a rear axle bolt fracture.
If there were other recalls, would those be part of the sales packet?
Yes.
Now I'm just going to show one other item for you, sir. My apologies, I'm showing counsel the page. I don't know exactly which number it is in the exhibit, but I want you to see it, sir. Thank you. I'm showing you a single page from within this exhibit. On the top right here, do you recognize that document?
I do.
Part of the sales package?
It is.
And I'd like to point just up here to the far right. Does it say salesman?
It does.
Who is that?
That would be me, Peter Hershey.
And specifically, in order to gain commission as a salesman, do you need to get your name on a sales contract?
I do.
Okay. So you would be fairly convinced that that would be you that had sold that vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no other questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Weinstein?
Good morning, Mr. Hershey.
Good morning.
My name is Doug Weinstein, and I'm representing Mr. Kassotis in this case. Just have a few questions for you.
Certainly.
You were in the car sales business for 40 years, correct?
That is correct.
And when did you retire?
February 7th this year.
February of 2025.
Yes.
Can you tell me in broad strokes, what do you do when you go about selling a car to an individual? What's your approach?
Well, they have what they call the road to the sale. But basically, it's meet and greet, create a rapport, find out what they want, and sell them the car.
And when you're selling them the car, in your experience, do you tell them about the features in the car?
Generally speaking, yes. Sometimes the customer knows more about the features than we do. But they've done research on one car, we have to know 10 or 12.
As a salesperson, do you go through training on the features on various vehicles?
Yes, we do.
And as part of that training, you learn the features of the cars, correct?
Correct.
This, and then of course, at times you explain those features, as you said, to your potential customers.
Call that a features benefit presentation, yes.
What about after the sale? Like after you've made the sale, do you explain the features further then as well?
If the customer requires that, yes.
Okay. And we were talking about the connection features in this 2022 Ford Explorer.
Yes, sir.
And one of the features you mentioned, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that known as Ford Pass Connect?
It is part of that, part of the connectivity or what the telemantics, whatever you want to call it, is Ford Pass, yes.
Is Ford Pass.
I can take my cell phone, start my car, lock it, unlock it, see the oil pressure or the oil life. You can see where the car is. So yes, you can track your own car.
So if I had one of these 2022 Ford Explorers and I've got my phone and I'm not near the car, I'm somewhere else, I can tell where the car is?
Yes,
That's a great feature, right?
it's wonderful.
Is that something that you would sell people on?
Depends on whether that comes up that they're interested in it or not at the point in time. When I do finish up with my presentation, I will traditionally pair the phones and show them the features on Ford Pass Connect.
Okay, if that's a part of your regular routine.
It is.
So you pair their phone up,
Mm-hmm.
you show them the features of Ford Pass Connect,
Correct.
you show them how, look, you can see where your car is if you're not near your car.
Mhm.
You can see, I believe, the oil level in the car, you said?
Fuel level, oil level, miles to empty, whether there's a recall on the car or not. There's all kind of information there.
Now, as I understand it, you don't recall specifically selling this car to Mr. Kassotis because you sell so many cars, correct?
Sir, that would be like 600 to 900 cars ago, yes. And it was during COVID, and half the time during COVID, we didn't meet the customer.
I
The
understand.
car would get delivered to them, and we would have done the paperwork.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to ask about, do you keep up, we were talking about recalls on these vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So this car was sold in 2022,
Mhm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2022 vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that we saw that there was one recall at the time of sale.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at the time of sale, you don't know about recalls that are going to pop up in the future, correct?
That is correct.
So if there's recalls that come in 2023, that wouldn't be on the sale paper from 2022.
It would not.
And if there's recalls from 2024, that's not going to be on the sales paperwork either.
Not unless you can get somebody to have a crystal ball and print from that crystal ball, no.
I know. I mean, my clients often want me to have a crystal ball, but I don't have one. And I'm sure your customers are the same way, right?
That's correct.
So you were still working as a salesman with Ford as August 2024, in August 2024.
That is correct.
So are you aware of the recall that Ford issued in August 2024 of 85,000 Ford Explorers for engine fires?
Objection, Your Honor, as to when? In August of 2024, or when was the recall counsel is referring to?
I'm asking if the witness is aware of a recall that was issued in August of 2024 for 85,000 Ford Explorers for engine fires.
Which would only matter, Your Honor, for relevance if that was applicable to a 2022 model.
Let me be more specific. I'm sorry. I'll rephrase the question. Are you aware of a recall that Ford issued in August of 2024 for 85,000 2020 to 2022 model year Ford Explorers for engine fires?
I probably knew about the recall at the time. I probably had some kind of issue, would have called the service department to see if they could fix them, because I would get phone calls from customers that would ask about the recall. Do I remember that specific recall? No. Ford has literally, I hate to say it, but literally several recalls a year.
And Ford is not unusual in that, right?
No,
To
every
protect Ford here.
every manufacturer has those.
Okay. But again, an August 2024 recall would not have shown up in 2022 paperwork, correct?
That would be obvious, yes, sir. It would be correct.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Anything else on redirect?
You simply said, correct me if I'm misunderstanding, you just don't recall if there was or wasn't one.
That's, yes, you are right.
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right. Can the witness be excused?
No objection from the state.
Mr. Hershey, thank you very much. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too.